Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. So you see this coconut rice, it is one recipe you must try out for your family this Christmas season. Trust me, it is not like anything you've eaten before. Okay, so stay tuned with me as I show you how I prepared this from scratch and what makes it different. It is easy to prepare, quick and delicious. Stay tuned and see how I achieve this. So my returning subscribers, thank you for always. If this is your first time here, please do click on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and drop me your comments down below. So for this recipe, we'll be needing the coconut, which is like the main ingredients. We'll be needing some colored bell pepper, white onion, purple onion, garlic, ginger, spices. I use rosemary, thyme, curry, nutmeg, seasoning cubes, salt, the chicken, which I marinated overnight. I have videos where I say how to marinate chicken. I want to check that on the channel. Rice, that's about 4 cups, and then vegetable oil, very minimal. So stay tuned as I take us through the process of the whole cooking. So first, you want to transfer your coconut to your blender. You must have broken that, cut them in bits, and then add some water to help your blender. Then you want to go ahead to blend it to paste, and then you go ahead to pour this into a bowl and begin to sieve. It is best sieved with a cheesecloth. If you don't have a cheesecloth, you can use this tiny mesh sieve that I used in this video. So after blending the coconut, transfer that into a bowl, rinse the blender, add some water. Please be very careful when adding water. You don't want that water to be too much, because remember, you are still going to cook your chicken and you are still going to use the stock, and you don't want your rice to be soggy after you have finished cooking it. So when you add some water into that, you want to turn that and squeeze it very well so it brings out all the milk. Then you go ahead to pour it into your sieve or your cheesecloth and you sieve that. You know, when you pour it there, you make sure you press it well so you get all the milk. Okay, please again be careful with water. So when you are done with that, this is what you get, the coconut milk. They sell coconut milk in tins in the store, but I always prefer to use fresh coconuts that I do by myself. Like, I just kind of trust it that to give me what I want. But of course, you can use those from the stores. So now you go ahead to prepare your pepper mix for the food. And that's the colored bell peppers, the sweet peppers, the onions, the garlic. No, garlic and ginger is not there. Okay, that's just the peppers and the onion. And then now you transfer your chicken onto the stove and you begin to cook. While that is cooking, go ahead to wash your rice. So if you've been with me in this channel for some while, you know rice for jollof rice are not to be parboiled, please. On no condition should you parboil your rice for jollof rice. Try it. Like, cook jollof rice when you parboiled one, and cook jollof rice when you didn't parboil one, and come tell me what it tastes like yourself, you know. So for this rice, I added some salt and I washed it 3 different times. I washed it to remove as much starch as I can. I used the warm water from the sink and I repeated this process 3 times, washed that, transferred into a sieve and kept aside. So I just try to prepare all my ingredients and keep them aside before I start cooking. So this is it. You keep doing this till the water is clear. Okay, so after washing the rice and transferring and keeping one side, we now want to go ahead to start cooking our rice properly. And what do? By then our chicken is already done. We just want to check that. Not done anyway, half done. So you just want to add water. Remember, you didn't add water the first time when you put the chicken on the fire. And then, because I want this to still have some little bits of coconut flavor, I rinsed the blender again and added some coconut juice as my water into the chicken, and I allowed that to cook some more. So this was after 15 minutes. It has finished. I feel this was hard chicken actually, that's why it stayed that long on the fire. So I felt it has cooked enough. I transferred it into my oven to grill. I always like grilling my chicken because I feel it saves oil that would have been used to fry it. And I grilled that at 200 degrees for 30 minutes. Then I want to begin cooking the food proper. You get a pan. When it's hot, you add in some vegetable oil, just very little. Remember that coconut milk has oil in it already. When the oil gets hot, add in some salt, then add in the garlic There's this flavor garlic gives when you fry it first. After that, I add in my onion. I saute that for about a minute or two, and then I put in the ginger. Yeah, this was intentional. Yes, I would have put everything at once, but it won't give me that flavor I wanted. So when I must have sauteed the onion and ginger and garlic, I go ahead to add in my pepper mix and I begin to fry. I keep frying this until I can see the oil separated from the pepper mix, showing that the water in the pepper mix has dried up. So after frying this and it was well fried, I fry it so that any tangy taste in the pepper mix will be out. So after frying, this is what you get. So I scooped out a little that I used to mix my chicken, my grilled chicken, to give it that pepper chicken look at the end. So this is what was remaining for the rice. I went in and added my meat stock. I used chicken, you can use beef. Added my chicken stock, then added the coconut milk. As you can see, water is getting much. That's why you need to be careful when sieving your coconut so water does not get too much and your rice becomes soggy. After adding that, I go ahead to stir a bit and then I add up some seasoning to taste. Some salt, curry powder, thyme, and then crayfish. Like crayfish is like one of the secret ingredients to this recipe, and it's at this point to add it. Please add that generously and then give that a nice stir and cover to begin to cook. So it took this 15 minutes to come to a hard boil. You just want that to boil very well so all the ingredients must have incorporated into themselves and ready to receive your rice. This is what it looks like when it's boiling, and then your house begins to ooze this nice delicious coconut aroma. Okay, then you want to go in and pour in your washed rice that have been sitting and waiting for a while. This is what it looks like. Pour in your rice, stir that immediately, and be sure that all your stock is well combined with the rice. You want to stir that very well. Test it to see if all your seasoning are enough or if you need to add any other thing. At this point, I tested mine and I felt it still needed a bit more salt, and I added a little salt because if there's not enough salt, every other thing you added to this rice, you might not really feel like get the taste at the end of it. So after adding the salt, you want to cover that for like 15 minutes and bring to cook. This was the rice after 15 minutes, and then we are ready to go in with our second secret ingredient, which is the smoked ice fish. Guys, like this is what makes this coconut rice special. I don't know how to explain this, but till you cook it, you understand what I'm saying. Like coconut rice remains the normal coconut rice you've been eating if there is no this smoked ice fish in it. Okay, so you just want to add this and then take your spoon and dip them down into the rice so they just cook and the flavor goes into the rice very well, just the way I'm doing. After that, you want to cover and allow to cook for like 5 minutes. You can see that the water is not really very dry, so it still needs to get dried up. After 5 minutes is what we'll have. It is well dried, your rice is ready. But then there's one more thing to add, and that is our colored peppers and spring onion. Just they slice them and then add them and mix up your rice very well. Stir that up. Guys, I don't know how to explain the taste of this rice. Like, I really love some of you to try it and come and give me feedback. And then if you don't have smoked ice fish, smoked catfish can also do, okay? But then smoked ice fish is a game changer. Like, so right here our rice is ready, so it's ready to be served. You just want to mix that very well so all the vegetables are in there. See how colorful that is looking and how appetizing it is, and it is as well very delicious. So you just want to go ahead and serve your food and enjoy, and trust me, your family are gonna thank you for this wonderful recipe this Christmas. And this was how I served my husband. I have a video of him where he was enjoying this. I might post it sometimes later, And yes, I think I also have a video on how I serve this food, so you see how to plate food. And let me know if you'll be trying this, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're here to do so, and drop us your comment down below. Thank you. See you when next we see. Bye.